Morning students of class 7. Today we are going to start history and the chapter number 1 is rise and spread of Christianity. Students, before starting the topic, I would like to discuss something about which part of history we have to study in class 7. So we have to read about medieval history in class 7. Medieval history, it means the middle part of the time. So ancient history and modern history, before these two, the time period in history was called medieval period. Yes. So many things happened in ancient time, many events occurred in ancient time in respect to polity, society and economy, and the changes in all these three aspects which occurred in medieval time. So what changes happened in all these three aspects from ancient to medieval, we are going to learn throughout the class 7. Yes. So in ancient history we have learned in class 6 about Vedic period. Yes. 6th century onwards Buddhism, Jainism also started. We also learned in class 6. Yes. This year in class 7 we will learn about different religions which emerged in medieval period, and that's why our the first chapter is rise and spread of Christianity. Yes. So not only Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Jainism, like all these religions started in medieval period. So we will understand in this chapter how Christianity arose and how it spread. Yes. So first of all we will discuss that in medieval period many religions, many regional languages, different type of traditions, administrative systems were introduced in medieval time. Yes. And in this time we also came into contact with Europe, that was under the influence of Christianity, and Indians also came into contact with West and Central Asia, which were under the influence of Islam. So due to these contacts we can understand that Christianity and Islam arrived in India. Yes. And today's topic is very interesting because we will understand today how religions emerged. What is religion? In which circumstances the rise of different kind of religions emerged in medieval period. Yes. So definitely we all follow our different kinds of religions. Yes. So this chapter is going to be very interesting. Yes. So let's start. What were the circumstances that led to the rise of religions? First we will discuss this, and then we will discuss the first religion, the Christianity, how it emerged. Okay. So the story begins from here, that we are going to discuss about those circumstances that in different societies, in different parts of the world, there were many kinds of misery and disorders. Yes. So everywhere in the world, people faced many kinds of problems. They faced many kinds of sufferings, and at that time, such important individuals emerged to end the sufferings of the people. Yes, like Confucius, Gautam Buddha, Mahavir, Guru Nanak. These were the individuals, important personalities who emerged during medieval period, and they actually suggested some paths. This gave their teachings to end the sufferings, the miseries of the people which were spreaded in almost every part of the world. Thus, we can say that due to the problems, due to the injustice, due to the disorder, inequalities of the people in the world, religion emerged. So, what is religion? We can say that religion is nothing but it is the guidelines, it is the teachings, it says what is true, what is wrong. Yes, and if we follow these things, the words of these great personalities, which became finally the religion, automatically the misery, the problems, the sufferings of the people, the injustice, inequalities will be ended. Yes, so that's why I said it is very interesting, because we are confused that what is religion, how it emerged, and today we are in the position to understand this, that due to such problems, due to such kind of problems that were spread in everywhere, some people came and they gave the solution to those problems, and we started following their teachings. Yes, and thus it became religion. Yes, so we have understood how many religions emerged, and the reason behind that we have also understood. Yes, all these people, suppose we have understood last year that Buddhism started by Gautam Buddha, Jainism started by Mahavir Jain. Like this, we also perhaps know that Jesus Christ also started Christianity, Guru Nanak started Sikhism. The religions are different, their paths are different, but their goals were the same. Yes, it means we can say that every path lead to the same destination. Yes, either we follow Hinduism or Buddhism or Christianity or Islam. These are the different paths, but we all want the same goal. We all want to reach to the God. We all want to know the truth. We all want to end the injustice, disorder in the societies. And it is also very interesting that all the teachings of all the religions are based on same things, on same beliefs, like the establishment of peace and harmony based on tolerance and principles of cooperation. Every religion wants to establish peace and harmony. And how peace and harmony will come? When we will be tolerant towards each other, when we will cooperate with each other. No religion says that this religion or that religion is bad. every religion says that every religion is good. Yes, so only the rules are different, but the principles we can say are the same. And the first thing that we discussed that is common to all of the religions, that all religions wanted establishing peace and harmony in the world, in the society. Second common thing among all religions is that all religions promoted love, equality and tolerance. Third one is the establishment of moral code of conduct, that how to behave, what to do, what not to do, yes, in which way we should lead our life. The principles, the rules that we follow in our daily lives to lead a pure life, that is actually the moral code of conduct. Yes, that was based on truthfulness, honesty and restraint of in everyday life. Yes, an important part of their teaching was do not lie, like this, and do not steal, do not indulge in any kind of violence. Yes, such kind of things are said by every religions. Yes, the next thing that is common to all, that is compassion for all. It means sympathy for all and including one's enemies. Religion says that even if there is any enemy of ours, we should show our love towards them also. Okay, so we have discussed one more thing. Religion also says that the rich should give alms, gifts, help to the needy ones, to those people who are less fortunate. Yes, it is also said by that all religions or religious teachers. Yes, so just in this way we can understand that all the teachings of every religion are same. The motto, the teachings, the aims, the goals of every religion is thus same. Yes, so today we have discussed about medieval period that starts in India from 6th century onwards. We can say from 7th century to 17th century, and so 7th to 17th century is called medieval period. So what changes occurred in this period in respect of polity, society, religion and other things from ancient to medieval. So one aspect we have just understood that in ancient time the religion was Hinduism, mostly practiced by the people of India. Yes, and in the matter of a religion, what changed in the medieval period, that is we are going to discuss about different religions like Christianity, Islam came up in this period. Okay, so periodization have been just taken place in history to understand these changes from ancient to medieval, from medieval to modern. Okay, and we will discuss in this class many things, many such events that took place in medieval period throughout the year. But we have started, our chapter begins with the rise of Christianity, then we will understand the rise of Islam. So first we will understand the religions, that which religions emerged, how they spreaded, and then in further chapters we will discuss about the different things, different events Okay, so this was for today only. We will discuss the rise of Christianity in the next video. Till then, goodbye, thank you, and have a nice day.